What's up, you guys? A beautiful day or a beautiful moto vlog. Chill. Yeah. Chill. Yeah. Well, guys, I get a lot of questions on where I live, what city I live in, California in general. People wanting to move out here, about like a lot of rain in the UK and other European areas and other countries in general. So I figured I'd take a video and go ahead and explain pros and cons of living in California. The pro number one, obviously, and there's no doubt about this, is our weather. I mean, as you can see, the sunshine. We get rain probably, at least in San Bernardino, we get rain probably about shit 3 to 10 times a year at the most. And when we do, it's just little sprinkles, maybe one hard rain out of that. It's ridiculous. It's fucking awesome. But if you love rain and you love cold weather, I mean, this place ain't for you. It's never cold here, and even in the winter, it's pretty hot. Now, if you're wanting more foresty, like cooler looking areas or cooler feeling areas, that's when you look up Northern California. Northern California's got a lot of nice mountain areas, a lot of high elevated areas with a lot of cooler weather. Even up here, there's Big Bear, Lake Arrowhead. It's cooler up there, but not too much. But it's really beautiful. If you've seen my other videos of Lake Arrowhead and shit, it's gorgeous up there. That's where I'll take you to pro number two. Beautiful views. We have some of the most majestic scenic areas in the fucking world, I would say, out here in Cali. All because of our beautiful sun, our clear blue skies. Not blue in most parts, because it is smoggier than fucking dick out here. But we have a lot of mountains, canyons, lakes. There's lots of fishing out here. There's hunting. I mean, the northern and southern part of Cali, I could say, are two different lifestyles, especially if you're around the LA, San Diego, even San Francisco area. It's a lot more city life and populated out here in the south southern area. Northern area is going to be more of your mountainy, foresty, more of the like bigger lakes and all that shit. Now when it comes to pricing, now people, you need to know this. The thing out in California is like everybody seems to want to live here, and they know that. So California, man, you get fucked by the DMV here. I know it's like this in other states, but like for instance the DMV, when you pay for your tax and shit, they go by like the type of vehicle you own. So if you have like a sports car, a truck, utility vehicle, big rig, or whatever the fuck it is, like you have to pay more for whatever it is you drive. Whereas like I know it is like, I think it's in Oregon, you could drive a Ferrari or a station wagon and your tags are gonna, your registration's still gonna cost the same. Pro number three, beautiful beaches. Our beaches are simply gorgeous. Not all of them, but most of them. Like there's Huntington Beach, for instance. I believe that's the beach where you can actually go. There's fucking fire pits all over. You can just go party, have fun, go hit the fire pits, go hit the water. Beautiful time, beautiful time. Good place to kick it with friends and shit. Pro number four, you know, most places you could ride like this. And get away with it. And that's a very big advantage for those of you who ride. And it makes this an ideal place to live if you're a place that's a daily rider. You could ride all year long around here. Look at this dickhead. 2-lane road and he comes into my road. My lane.
I guess I'm Modi, fuck you, big.
I'd count this as a pro, but it can be a con as well. But we have all kinds of diversity of people around here. There's pretty much every fucking ethnicity you could think of. Look at this dog roaming the construction site. Woof! That black kid was looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? Chill! Chill! So where that diversity comes in as a con as well is like, there's a bunch of fucking shitbags out here that don't give a fuck about nobody or nothing. And I'm talking mostly the gangbanger pieces of shit. People that tag on other people's houses. There's people that tag on cars out here, stealing hubcaps, fucking rims, tires, fucking Honda emblems. People be stealing your emblems off your car out here and shit. Chill! Yeah! You're gonna pull out in front of me and stick the dog.
What's on that radio, cuz?
More pros would be, and this is if you're a writer, and which just would be a good one to say if you're watching my videos, you obviously must like bikes or ride, is our trails. Not only do we have beautiful roads, canyons, and twisties and whatnot, is trails. Trails galore. Everywhere up in that mountain is just a trail. There's endless trails all over the damn fucking mountains. Let's go ahead and list a little cons. Some cons. One of the cons would probably be about that this place is pretty fucking expensive to live. Even shitty little apartments are pretty expensive. In an area like mine, with like shit trash everywhere, shit people all over the place, high crime, a bankrupt city, you're still looking at $500 to $900 a month just for like a studio or one bedroom apartment, which is like nothing. So, and that's not including utilities and all that shit. So it's kind of expensive to live here depending on what's expensive in your preference. But yeah, that'd be a good one to mention. And of course, another con is our crime rate. We have most of Southern California, not all of it, but the parts that are affordable, even the nicer areas. Like probably the nicest area I've ever lived in was Riverside. And that's not considered nice compared to the rest of California. But Riverside was nice to me, but there's still a lot of crime that goes around there and shit. And another pro is you can go, yeah! This guy's just like stuck in the middle of the street or something. What the fuck are they doing? They're just chilling literally in the middle of the street. No blinker, nothing. They're just chilling, no hazards. And then she was drinking a cold pop. And it is hotter than the devil's vaginal crevice outside right now.
Say what?
So I made a Facebook post, like I've done before, seeing some topics that some of you would like to hear about. And I'll go off the ones I can remember off the top of my head. One of them was PS4 or Xbox One. That's a fucking easy one. PlayStation 4. And another one was Battlefield or Call of Duty. And that's an even easier one. I've been playing Battlefield since 1940. I think it was Battlefield 1942. Then there's Battlefield Vietnam, Battlefield 2, Bad Company. Played all that shit. So Battlefield all day, every day, twice on Sunday. Yeah! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tunnel Exhaust Musical Room, where we like to play some of our main tunes like Dun 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 Dun.
and other tunes including Me Gusta, Me Gusta.
And some more things about Cali. The closer you live to the beach, it's gonna be way colder. So I'm talking like from here to like where Beverly Hills, Los Angeles areas, I'd say is a good 5 to 10 to 15 degrees cooler than it is here towards the beach. So that's something really good to know about. Because out here, if you want the devil's asshole open over your face all day, you should live out here. But if you want some mild deviled vagina, you go live out towards the beach.
Say what?
Fuck stop signs. Let's go ahead and check us some more fucking updates. What popular bitches thinks they popular when they only friends with the other 3 bitches that they think popular? What the fuck? Lamire, what car would you get if you traded in your bike and why? Why would I be stupid enough to trade in my bike?
Take it easy.
Oh man, favorite pranks I've done. Oh man, I could say a few. There's a cop right there. But some of my favorites were, one time my friend and his girlfriend were sitting outside of the house, and they were talking. They were like arguing in their car. She had a brand new red Mazda, and they were talking outside because they were arguing and shit. And I have a friend named Tim, and he used to, every 4th of July, he wouldn't light all of his fireworks, and he would always save a shitload of them. Look at some booty, what you staring at, big boy? Fuck this street. Oh yeah, back to what I was saying. My friend and his girlfriend, my friend named Adam, he's like one of my best friends, was out there. So I grabbed a bunch of my friends' fireworks, ice cream, and went outside, and they didn't see me. So I started lighting a bunch of smoke balls, and I just started chucking them at the car, and within like 2 minutes the entire car was engulfed with green and red and shit smoke. Then I had these little plastic crackle balls that when you light them, they pop and like explode all over the place, and I started just throwing those all over the place, all over the car. Oh man, I was an asshole when I did that, but I was drunk and I was laughing my ass off hysterically to the point where I was like because I couldn't fucking breathe. Oh man, you made me have to have a red light now.
Yeah.
Fuck Kyle and the police. More pranks I've done was my same friend Tim, he was asleep one night, passed out drunk. And I grabbed like half of the shit from his room and piled it on top of him when he was laying down sleeping drunk. And he was so covered up. I had like a fucking guitar, a Guitar Hero controller, all of his PlayStation 3 games, his Xbox games, fucking all of his clothes, CDs. Oh man, everything in his room, it was just piled up on top of his body while he was sleeping. And he woke up, and as soon as he woke up and he lifted his head up, you just heard all this fucking shit just slam onto the ground. It was so fucking funny. She thought my brakes went out. Shortcut, Everyone loves a shortcut. Fuck out the way! Chill! You guys are a little too slow for my liking. Fuck. I gotta admit, motorcycles, I'm already an impatient person as it is. But man, having a motorcycle just makes you more impatient. I was riding today in a car, and it shit sucks. What's up, bro? It's like every stoplight we come on, there's traffic, and you're like, man, why can't I just fucking squeeze this car's asshole flat and fucking go in between people? Another huge forest fire starting up in the mountains up there. Right next to that red light I almost ran. Damn. That shit was just a little like shit cloud a little while ago. Now it's a full-blown shit storm. Another one of my questions from my Facebook was my favorite childhood pets. And one thing I say, my favorite animals are birdies. I love birds. And I had my favorite childhood pet was a cockatiel. And cockatiels are these little cool fucking birds. They have like Pikachu cheeks, little orange dots on their cheeks, and they have little mohawks on the tops of their heads. And I had one of those for 3 years as a kid, and it was so smart. It would come to me when I called its name, whistled songs, fucking sang every morning, cool as fuck. And I had a Indian ringneck parrot, which are these green cool parrots. They can talk. They got this. They have their name from how they are. They have rings around their necks. Only the males do, though, I believe. And I had one of them for a while, but like I said before, I've been homeless a few times in my life, and that was one of those times I was homeless, and I had to sadly sell him because I couldn't take care of him on the street. Obviously, with all the food and attention he needs, and not to mention a big-ass cage and shit. If you guys haven't already, SpacePod finally uploaded his version of our meetup that we had. And he had to take it down a couple times, and I know a couple people hated that shit, but it was because he missed out some shit in there, and some of the stuff that needed to be blurred out wasn't blurred out, but it's up and for good now. You guys should go check it out on his channel. Scott asks, talk about my first experience with a woman. I'm guessing my first experience was when I was born from my mom, and I was in the hospital, and I was conceived. That was my first experience with a woman. George, or Jorge, I don't know how it's pronounced, asked, would you drive a car instead of your bike? Let me answer that for you.
No.
Wes asks, what's my dream car? My dream car would be a Bugatti Veyron, because I know they're worth over $1 million, and I would sell it and then buy me a bunch of bikes, about 15 bikes I'd say, all ranging from dual sports to 600s to liter bikes. I don't care for a Busa or ZX14, any of that bullshit. And then I'd take the rest of that money and buy this house. That way I could wake up every morning to this beautiful sea of garbage. Some thoughts about the Isle of Man TT. My thoughts are, chill! Best places to ride, right here. San Bernardino, as well as LA, all the canyons surrounding, and many other places in the world, but I'd have to say Cali's probably one of the top places in the entire world, indeed. Am I still going to make the chill compilation video? Yes. I was just wanting a shitload of submissions first, and I've only gotten around 8 or 10 so far. So 8 to 10, that's like 1 or 2 minute video. I'm not gonna upload that. And I might wanted to throw it into a moto vlog or something, but my videos are long enough as it is. So we're not gonna be able to do that hopefully anytime soon unless you guys hurry up and give me some more submissions. Well guys, that's gonna go ahead and conclude today's moto vlog adventure. If you enjoyed today's video, don't hesitate to hit the out of that like button. And you guys have a great day. See you later, guys.